Good morning, dear students. This is Manandar Kaur, your science teacher. Today we are going to start our next chapter, that is physical and chemical changes. Students, change is the law of nature. Every day we see many changes around us. Some ordinary examples would be like freezing of water when kept inside a freezer. And when sugar is added to a glass of milk, it gets dissolved. And setting of curd from milk is also a change. Students, these changes are further divided into two types, that are physical and chemical changes. Today in this class we will learn about different physical changes. Students, a change in which only physical properties like shape, size, color or state of any substance are changed and no new substance is formed is called a physical change. So today in this class we will learn about some of the physical changes that takes place in our daily lives. The very first change is tearing of paper. On tearing the paper, there is no change in the properties of the paper. Means the properties of the paper remain same even when it is teared, and no new substance is formed after tearing the paper. So as even we can't get the original paper back after tearing it, so it is an irreversible process. So here I would like to make you familiar about the term irreversible. Students, processes or changes that cannot be reversed are known as irreversible, and the changes that can be reversed, the changes in which we can get the original substance back, that changes are known as reversible changes. But here in case of tearing of paper, we can't get back the original sheet from the pieces of the paper, so it is an irreversible change. Next is melting of wax. On melting, only state of the wax changes. Only state of the wax changes from solid to liquid. Means from solid wax into molten wax. But on cooling, we can get back the solid state of the wax again. Means from molten wax, we can get back the solid wax again. So it is a reversible change. It is a physical change because we didn't get any new substance on melting of the wax, and it is reversible because we can get back the solid form of the wax again on cooling it. So melting of wax is also a physical change. Next is melting of ice. Here in this case also the state of the matter changes from solid to liquid and vice versa. Means we can get the solid on we can get back the solid on cooling a liquid, and on on melting of the solid we can get back the liquid, and on freezing the liquid we can get solid. So this process is vice versa. Means there is one symbol to represent reversible reactions, that is solid can be changed into liquid on melting, and the liquid can be changed into solid on cooling. So this process is also reversible, and since there will be no change in the properties of the matter, so this is a physical change. Next is vaporization. So here are two common processes that are the part of our water cycle also, vaporization and condensation. In these both processes, only the state of the matter changes. In case of vaporization, a liquid changes into vapors, and in case of condensation, vapors again get changed into water. These are also reversible processes. Since in both the processes no new substance is formed, so these are also the examples of physical process. Now further, like only state changes in condensation and vaporization both. So these both are the physical processes. And next next example is dissolution of a solid in a liquid. Here I would like to take the example of sugar. Sugar is sweet in taste, and when we dissolve sugar into water, we get sugar solution. The sugar solution that we get on dissolving sugar into water, that is also sweet in taste. So there is no change in the properties of sugar after dissolving it in water. And one more thing, so this is a physical change, obviously this is a physical change, but when sugar solution is concentrated on heating, when we heat it, we concentrate it, and we get back the crystals of sugar on cooling this concentrated solution, sugar solution. So it is a reversible process. So whenever we dissolve any solid into a liquid, like sugar into water or salt into water, we get a solution. And if we are going to dissolve sugar into water, we get sugar solution with same properties. If sugar is sweet in taste, then the sugar solution will also be sweet in taste. So this change is also known as physical change. This change is also known as physical change, since there is no change in the properties of matter. And even we can get back the sugar from sugar solution. So this change is reversible change. Now the last example is stretching of a rubber band. Actually, what happens on stretching, the size and shape of the rubber band changes, and it comes back into its original shape when it is released. So as there is a change in the size and shape of the band, so this is also a physical change. And when it get released, it comes into its original shape and size. So this is a reversible change. Well, students, these all were the examples of the physical changes that takes place in our daily lives. So I think topic is clear to you all. So I'm going to end this class. Watch this video carefully. Thank you. Have a nice day.